Well, I'm not going to play the music because we already live. And
Oh, what's going on?
we are live. So we here with Miss Jasmin Long.
Yes.
And so basically you just graduated.
I graduated today.
Today?
Yep, today at 10 a.m.
Okay, so and where were you going to school at, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, Alderson Broadus. It's in West Virginia.
Okay, and where were you going to school for?
Nursing.
Nursing. So
Bachelor's of Science in Nursing.
okay, so you really like helping people.
Yes.
So was that something you were doing as a child?
Yeah, so my brother, he had cystic fibrosis, which is a lung disease, and I kind of grew up watching the nurses care for him and help with his therapy and stuff like that, and it just kind of inspired me to want to do that for other people. And I saw the work and the effort that all the nurses put into making sure that he stayed alive as long as he did, and I just fell in love with it from there.
So, man, that's amazing. So it's really like, is nursing something like becoming a lawyer where it requires a lot of study?
Oh yeah. Nursing school is really, really underrated. I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, anybody can go through nursing school, but it's not for the weak at all. It's very, very challenging.
So it requires a lot of studying and reading, and
Yep.
you have to learn the body and things like that?
Yes.
So you're not afraid to give nobody a shot?
Nope. I can give you an IV. I can give you a shot, draw some blood, all that.
So say if you was happen to be going down the street and God forbid somebody was in a bad accident, you the type of individual that would pull over and say, okay, what can I do to help?
Absolutely. Yep.
That requires a lot of giving of yourself. So you have any other talents or things that you?
Yeah, actually, I sing a little bit. I've been singing since I was younger, so that's a passion that I have too. Yeah, I mean, I have many talents, I think, but singing is like one of them.
Yeah, because I think that we heard a few family members as they were talking about your accomplishments that you were a singer. You actually was on what's American?
It was actually the X Factor, not the American Idol. It was the X Factor.
Oh, the X Factor. Okay.
And there's like pre-rounds that you get. And I got to like the second, and then I got sick.
Oh, okay. So is that something that you want to do again later on in your life? Get back into singing a little bit?
Yes, maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know everybody is. We're here right now. We are live here with Jasmin. This is her at her graduation celebration. Also, is celebrating your grandmother, your great-grandmother, correct?
Yeah, turning 95 today.
95. That is amazing. So how you feel about that?
Amazing. I'm blessed that she's still here with us.
So that's your mother's grandmother?
Yes.
So that makes her your great-great-grandmother?
Yes.
That is something. Actually, we had a chance to speak with her, and we found that it was just really, really amazing. She's a sweetheart. Sorry that we wasn't able to really get to
Yeah, me too. I wish she hadn't had her accident. She could be here.
Yeah, so we were talking a little bit before we became live, and you were saying some of the things that you had to do, your studying. So it required, like how long were you in school?
4 years.
4 years? So, and you was breaking it down a little bit.
Yeah, so I had to do 1 year of my prerequisites, which was like anatomy and physiology, algebra, biology, and then I did 3 years of my core nursing classes, which is like med-surg, physical, mental health, all those, mom and baby, everything.
And all of that was just when you get into the nursing. I never really understood, so if you become a nurse, can you become a doctor too?
I could, but I would have to go to medical school and like start over. I could become a nurse practitioner. With just two more years of school.
Okay, because I kind of wondered about that when you talk about the difference of the nurse and you went to school in West Virginia. And was this your first time being away from home?
No. I've lived away from home for a while. Like in high school, I kind of my mom moved to Florida, and I decided to stay in Virginia. So I've kind of been on my own since I was like 17.
You seem like you have everything together. I'm really impressed with you.
Oh, thank you.
You know, it's always a good thing when someone is young and you have your focus. Is that something that you credit yourself, or is it because of, you know, the upbringing?
I definitely think it's an upbringing thing, and it's also me too. I think it kind of goes hand in hand. Without my drive and my, you know, my want to succeed, I wouldn't be here. But also without the love and support of my family, I also wouldn't be here either.
So what would you tell some of the young people out here who are struggling and they just don't really see their future? They may want to do it, but they just don't really believe in it.
I believe in, if you put your mind to something, you will achieve it. And if you think that you are going to do something, you will do it. You have to put out positive thoughts into the world to gain positive back. You give what you get, and I feel like if you are determined and you're positive and you even if there's no way impossible, you have to believe that it's possible, and then it will be possible.
I'm just, again, anytime that I get an opportunity, here we out here at your celebration. They can probably hear some of the things going on in the background, but that's your family coming out to show support. Are you the first nurse to come to the family? Oh, okay.
First nurse and first graduate, college graduate. So first generation,
So you set the tone.
Yep.
And you set the bar.
Hopefully I'll be starting some generational and some trends around this family.
So tell me a little bit about your grandmother, your great-grandmother.
My great-grandma? I love her to death. She lives in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and I just remember always going to her house and watching her cook and doing her yard work and just really, So
do you credit some of that, you know, when you see your grandmother and how she was surviving?
Yes.
To where you are today? That's amazing.
Yep.
So do y'all have a lot of females in the family or males?
Females.
Females.
Yeah, majority females, I'd say.
And strong will.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was looking at...
Look, one of them's coming right here. My sister.
Oh, you want to invite her over?
Yep. Jalevia, come on over to this interview. And this is my sister. How are you getting any better?
Yeah, we're gonna have your sister come in. You can just have her. She can sit right on the edge, and I think that she'll fit right in. So this is your biological sister?
Yes, absolutely. This is my oldest sister.
Come on.
My oldest sister, Jalevia. Oh, right. Hello. Yes. Hi. She is a queen. Oh my goodness. She's gonna sit right here. She's gonna get you're okay. She's a queen and she has 5 beautiful children. Okay. Oh wow, these chairs are comfortable. To this production, and I love her. Thank you so much. I love you too, and I am so very proud of you, Queen. I am in the presence of a queen.
Well, I mean, I was just sitting here, just really enjoying
Thank you, baby.
her just telling me about what's going on. So maybe you can share a little bit about your little sister as well.
Yeah, my baby sister, she is the youngest of 6. She's the baby. She's the first to graduate with a college degree and out of our family. She, is exceptional, amazing work ethic. She just has really flourished and blossomed in her prime, in her youth. And we're so proud of her, and then the fact that she's, she decided that she wanted to invest in herself, and she wanted to, become a nurse and save lives and touch, the people and get into that industry and make a change. And we're just so proud of her for that. She's come a long way, and she's faced some adversity. She's had some challenges. She's faced obstacles throughout, getting through high school onto a 4-year, commitment to college. So shout out to her, and shout out to my amazing mom who, instilled all of these amazing values and standards, raising her and raising us. And we're just so proud of her. Yeah, so.
And I mean, as I do know your mom, but meeting her daughters and y'all queens.
Thank you so
I am
much.
so impressed, and I see that each one of y'all carry your own. So that's a real positive thing, and that's what we like to see. A lot of people be making excuses, talking to your sister, like she said. You put your mind to it. Anything that you conceive, you can achieve.
Amen. Yes, absolutely. Yes, I agree with that. And really just believing in yourself and, that confidence. Godfidence is what I like to say because, I always like to tell my siblings, and I'm spiritual, I'm a believer, and, I just know through Christ you can do, you can do all things.
Yes.
And so I always just remind them to just really glorify God and give Him the glory because, we're great, but He's greater.
Yes.
So, just so proud, and thank you so much for, saying those encouraging things to her and interviewing her so that she can share some of her testimony and some grace, with you guys. So thank you.
It's really exciting for me with the podcast, and we go live and we speak with the people. The purpose of it is for us to talk about things that are positive. We love interviewing people who are making a change in their life, trying to do things to encourage others.
Right.
I am a God-loving person. I don't like to use the terminology saying God-fearing man, because I don't fear God. I love God.
That's good, yeah.
See, a lot of people, when you say you fear something, you don't fear. Do you love something that you fear?
Right. Are you scared of God?
Right.
Right.
Do you respect Him? Do you love Him?
Right.
So when a lot of people say that to me, I don't fear God.
Amen.
I didn't fear my...
That's a good point.
Yeah. So when they say, I fear God, hey, you should not fear something that you love, and something that, if you know anything about God's love, the agape love, you know that love is like pure.
Unconditional. The beloved. Right, exactly.
So
Amen.
to say that you are walking in footsteps behind our Creator is a good thing. That's why y'all so blessed. How many girls?
Thank you so much. So there is 3 girls and 3 boys. So my oldest brother passed away in 2015. He's the oldest, and then I'm the second oldest, and then my brother under me, he's 31, and then my mom had 3 her last 3 are twins, and then a boy and a girl, and then Jasmin. So Jasmin is the baby. So 3 girls. She's the baby, yes.
So all of y'all basically set the tone for her.
Well, I would say that, but so when she was born, when her and my other younger siblings were born, I was 14. They were born in 97, so I was 14 years old. So I didn't have, it was just me and the bros at first, and I was like, I want some sisters, And so my mom married and had these beautiful children with her husband, and so it was like, oh yeah, finally. And then, so eventually later on, of course I became a young adult, and then I moved out and went on my way around 17. But of course, we're a very tight-knit family, so we always stay connected, we always stay close, and we all have our own paths, And so, I'm an entrepreneur. My brother under me, he is, a business person. He's in the industry. He, manages stores and chains and stuff like that. And my other siblings, they're very successful. So she wanted to walk her own walk. She wanted to do her own thing. So we, as though we were leaders, she still wanted to follow her own path and be her own leader. And so she really created that. Set the tone for her life, and this is the fruits. She sees the fruits of her her labor and her success and her hard work because of that. So
I always say, I tell people when I mentor them, I tell them, I say, if you hang with the drug dealer, you're going to become his customer or his partner.
That's good. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, I say that to say that many people don't understand when an individual like your sister move in the direction where she's going. That's because she was hanging around some positive thinking people. She came from a positive thinking environment. sometimes it's like what the fruit that you put into the tree itself is what will come.
Exactly. That's
You
true.
know,
That's very true.
you can plant.
Those seeds that you plant, you're going to bear good fruit when you plant the good seeds. Exactly.
That's what I was trying to say.
I got you.
I was trying to say just that. Like, and that's what, again, what we try to project. For all those who may see this interview, understand that this was really, really enlightening for me as an individual whenever I get an opportunity to interview individuals like yourself and your sister, being around your mom. Let me tell you something. I'm going to steal your great-grandmother.
Oh, yeah. She's such a jewel.
Is a doll baby.
Yes, she is. She's so special.
I talked to her.
She's so special. Oh, you got to talk to her?
Yeah. Actually,
wonderful.
I called her several times, right?
Okay.
And she was so disappointed about the situation that took place today.
Yeah.
And she was like, you know what? I want so bad. I wanted to do this interview.
Yes.
And when I first called her, which was last week, preparing her for this,
Right.
Knowing she's turning 95 years old.
Today is her birthday.
And happy birthday, Grandma.
Happy birthday, Grandma Labaita C. Mac. We love you so much.
It was like...
You can cut it.
It was just, it was amazing.
Thank you so much.
It was amazing for me to talk to her. And I just felt so bad that would happen.
It's unfortunate, you know. But, you know, I believe that things happen for whatever reason. And, you know, we never question God. And, you know, I know that, you know, this is just another, because my grandma is a storyteller. She is a storyteller. She is resilient. She's a champion. She's a survivor. She's a fighter. She is the epitome of queen, and she's the reason why. I mean, she's why we are who we are, you know, because of her. And yeah, it's unfortunate, but she's still here in spirit, and you know, you were able to communicate with her and reach out to her. But I know that she's pretty bummed out about it. But you know, it'll be okay. We're looking forward to the best and hoping for the best. But you know, you'll see her again. So
who is the young guy right now?
Oh, this is my son. I'm a mother. I have 5 children, 5 beautiful children. This is my baby boy right here. This right here, he's my little muscle. He won't take his eyes off of me. Say hello, son.
Hello.
So and what's your name?
AJ Ezra.
AJ. Okay, so check this out, AJ. Is people actually looking at you right now? This is live.
Say hello. Say hey to the people.
Hello.
So AJ, what's your plans? What would you like to be when you grow up?
I don't really know yet.
You don't know yet?
You don't have an idea?
Well,
Give me 3 options. 3 choices.
I don't have 3 choices.
No, like 3 ideas of what you might consider.
Worker to make buildings or...
Okay, you want to be construction, you want to build construction sites, make buildings. A barber, okay. What else?
So maybe the President of the United States,
Doctor,
lawyer, football player,
Basketball player.
All right.
So can you play?
Yes.
How you doing in school?
Good.
Just good?
I'm good.
You're a scholar. Say I'm a scholar.
Scholar.
A's and B's.
A's and B's.
Now, I'm going to do a triple because you were sitting over there, you were just watching your mother do the interview. Now you get on front of the camera, you act like you got to a shot.
Listen.
I really think you was ready.
This one right here he is the life of the party. And then here's his brother. This is my other son. Say hello. This is Antonio. Tony Mack.
So they twins or?
They are almost. They're Irish twins. Is what they call it. They are 12 months apart. So yeah, we have been very close together. So they are really each other's keepers. I have 3 girls and 2 boys, and these are my baby boys right here.
So you know, I'm trying to figure out something. So, was that you earlier that was doing all the work that we were dealing with?
Yes. Yeah, that was me. Oh my God. That was me. You talking about when we were... Yeah. I don't look like the same person. You didn't know who you was talking to?
But you know why? Because you had the hat on.
Oh yeah, that was my brother's hat. Shout out to my brother. Yeah, I had the bucket hat on. Shout out to DC because we got it in DC. You know, that's some of the fashion here. I love DC, but yeah, that was me. I was just trying to get everything together. You know.
You was doing such a good job. I saw you was all over the place. You was really
Thank
good.
you.
I mean, it's amazing.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, you know, you gotta step in and you gotta, you know.
So I had the opportunity to see your daughters as well.
Yes, my baby girls.
And I could tell that they are very, very strong little princesses.
Thank you.
Getting prepared to become queens.
Yes.
I watched how you dialogue with them. Which is, you know, I pay attention to the little things. So when you was telling her to do something, she was saying, I got this. You was saying, okay, you got it, but this is what I want you to do.
Yes.
And it was a give and take.
Okay, exactly, right.
Which was good.
Thank you for the observation.
Yes.
Yeah, because, you know, I believe, you know, with these children today, you have to really meet them where they're at. You know, you still have to, I believe in gentle parenting, but I also believe, like, you know, the way I was raised, I tell them all the time, like, you wouldn't have been able to survive in my day, you know, because you just have to remind them, but you also have to be understanding and not try to, so basically what I say is I'm mom first and I'm your friend immediately after, but you're going to respect me as mom first,
right.
You know, but I'm going to meet you where you are, but I'm still going to correct you and guide you and teach you, you know, the right way. So, you know, I try to, we do our best, you know, because this generation is,
it's a little rough.
it is a little different. It's a little different.
Yeah, that's what's the again, what we try to do. You wake up in the morning, you listen to the news, and all you hear is negative. What we do on People to People, we talk about positive things. You are a blessing.
Thank you so much.
I had the
So are you
opportunity
guys.
to meet your children, to see your family, and to meet your sister, and you keep
Thank you.
hope alive.
Thank you so much, brother. I will. Thank you.
And I believe that gentleman over there that's...
Oh, that's my husband, yes. That is my husband, my best friend. He is always around, always right there. That's my partner right there. So.
when we came in earlier, I heard you as you was giving a shout out to him over there.
Oh, yeah.
And you was talking about the kids, and then you called them, what'd you call them, your chocolate something?
Oh, I said, yeah, that's my, I said something nasty. My chocolate, something chocolate. Yeah, I said that, yeah, because, you know, we definitely want to affirm our black men and honor them and honor you guys and you know, because, you know, without our black brothers, you know, it would be a tough world. So I definitely love my husband. So, yeah.
Again, you're setting the tone for many people. All this tuning in. This is another queen coming from Queens.
Thank you.
It's just a pleasure. You know, I'm hoping that your mom going to ease over here sometime or another, so I can get her a few things. It look like she might be coming.
Yeah, she's coming. I'm going to go get her. Well, thank you so much.
Tell her I'm waiting, so if she could come over here real quick.
Okay, I will. Absolutely. Yes. Thank you so much for having me over here, and it's a pleasure to meet you guys and keep doing the Lord's work out here and making change and doing positive things. Yes, absolutely. So thank you so much.
My slogan is people to people, power to power, positive thinking people.
Wonderful. Absolutely. That's good. That's powerful.
Yeah, and that's what y'all represent.
Oh, wow. Absolutely. Well, that's good to know, that looking from the outside in, you know?
Yeah.
You never know who's watching, so thank you so much.
And my pleasure.
Oh.
Everyone, this is Sarah here at People. We doing what we do. We here just doing this interview. This was a powerful evening. There was a lot of people here celebrating. The grandmother was supposed to be here to do the interview, but she had an accident earlier today that caused her not to be able to be here. 95 years old, and we wanted to say shout out to her, and I'm hoping that I can get Princetta to come over Is there any way that you can try to go and see if you can get her real quick? Just to come and say a few things. That's not us that's making that, is it? But we are. Let me grab that. Yeah, work with me. When she had those, we're not in the studio today. We came out, we in Alexandria, came down to do a celebration. And, people to people, we go everywhere. So y'all can hear all the things going on in the background. That's what we do. We make it happen. So I'm excited. And I think that we might have got the queen, like one of the queens, Miss Queen Princetta, is getting ready to come and sit down. I hope y'all will get a chance to see the mother to the two young ladies that I had the opportunity to talk to. It just was a blessing itself. They prepping to try to get things together, so I know they're moving around. But we wanted to come down and honor the graduate and then to honor the grandmother and just let them know that, we was excited about showing them love and making things happen. So if we can get her, because I know they trying to shut down and get out of here real quick. So, but again, it's people to people with Roddy Grimes. This is what we do. We come out and we support those that do positive things. And, it is what it is. And I just want to say to all of you individuals out there, if you have certain things that you're trying to do, you want to get some exposure, you let us know, because it's all about us talking and really making a big difference, So, yes, I think that I got Miss Princetta going to sit down real quick with me. She's over here trying to give up. Please.
Thank you.
Hello, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
It is my pleasure. I am so honored to be able to sit down with you, but also to be able to sit down with your children, your two daughters.
Yes.
You have done a great job.
Thank you.
So, I know that we were set to do the interview with that's your grandmother.
My grandmother.
Okay. And so I want the viewers to know that this was a celebration that you pretty much put on, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you're going to make this interview a little hard because you're not going to just jump in there and start talking to me, are you?
I'm not. I'm sorry.
So yeah, but you have to be a very, very proud mother.
I am very proud.
Your daughter just graduating today.
Yes.
And you made all this happen. And she's the first to go to college.
She is the first out of my 6. Yes. So I'm very proud.
But is other family members who have went to college?
Oh yes,
right?
I have other children that have gone to college. Myself, in fact, but none of us graduated. We all kind of pursued dreams without that diploma, without that certification. So we're very proud.
So it's kind of like a little honor for you as well.
Yes.
That you can kind of feel like, she did it, and I'm with her.
Yes, exactly.
That's amazing. So I just want the viewers to know that when you put something into your children, some of the product you get is really set by you as an individual. I talk to both of your daughters. They talk strong. They talk positive. And they give you and your grandmother and your mom. See, they gave y'all the credit, and that's amazing.
It's wonderful.
So I'm really, really honored to be able to come out. I want the public to know that Princetta is a good friend of my wife, and I did pronounce your name correctly.
Yes, you did.
When she told me your name the first time, I said, that must be a unique family when they give names like that.
We are.
Where you originally from?
We're from Winston-Salem, Pilot Mountain. We're from the mountains. So.
From the mountains? Mm-hmm. So I know that I want these are some of the questions I was going to ask your grandmother. So is that where your great-grandmother's from?
Yes, that's where my grandmother is from.
Right.
Great-grandmother, yes. The family is from Pilot Mountain. We primed tobacco. We had tobacco farms.
So you remember I mentioned something about Andy Griffin or something like that?
Yes.
Did you tell me that was like...
Mount Airy, that's where we're from, yes.
Like where Baby...
Yes.
That is so crazy. That is so unique. So, again, I just want to tell you thank you for this opportunity to come down to be a part of this celebration.
Well, thank you for coming.
We're really excited. This is what people do.
Thank you.
We come out to let other people know that this is real. This is not make-believe. This is a mother who's celebrating her grandmother, who's celebrating her daughter graduating from college to become a nurse. And I was listening to your family, and you had so many positive people in your circle.
Mm-hmm. Well, it kind of stemmed from my grandmother, and then my mother with having us to have creative visualization. We were trained to speak what we want into existence. So with that being said, when I was growing up, I was told to, hey, whatever you want, you can have. Just start speaking it and seeing yourself in it or seeing yourself doing it. And I just did the same with my kids. And every day we would have a creative visualization. You're beautiful, you're smart, you're intelligent, you're humble, you're loving, you're caring, you're an achiever. So I would instill those things in them at a very young age until they believed it and they started to manifest it.
I'm so glad you said that. For many people who are out there who are struggling, I don't care what your situation is, you got to remember, you can set the tone for your tomorrow. She just said you planted these seeds. It's almost if you plant in your backyard. If you want something to grow, you got to nourish it. You got to divide it. You got to do what you got to do to get it to grow.
Exactly.
The same thing with your children. And you having your youngest daughter to graduate to become a nurse is a great accomplishment.
Thank you.
That means you was watering her very well.
I tried to water all 6 of mine, but she, it's always the baby that kind of
catches it.
Yeah. So.
But that's because you have the other ones that kind of dump into her and say, look, Mom, she ain't playing, So, we took that hard time for you.
Right.
Now you can do this. Again, it's an honor, Princetta. Again, I'm going to steal your grandmother from you.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you, I have not had the opportunity to be physically in her presence, but just talking to her today, talking to her a couple other times, she is a sweetheart.
Yes, I'm sorry she couldn't be here. She had a fall today, so.
But everybody say that grandma is the best, right? You know that?
Yes.
But guess what? I don't know what it is. She got an edge on it. Quite a few of them. I'm going to tell you that. She got an edge. So, again, I know we got to get ready to shut it down. I want to tell everyone thank you. This is People to People, Power to Power, Power to Think of People. Here I am just with a very, very dear, good friend of my wife's. We came. It was an honor to be here.
Thank you.
You'll be able to watch this again. You can go back and look at this. And I know she's trying to get me to do that, but I just wanted to say thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It was my pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine. Always.
People to people, power to power, power to thank people. Here, we get ready to shut it down. Yes, I usually play the music and all that. We're not playing the music because we get ready to start to pack it up and we got to go.
Yes.
What they say, you know what they say? What they say? Something about, I don't know where you're going, but you better get out of here, or something like that.
Something like that.
It's something like that, right? So, Let me see if I can get this thing to do this. Yes.
There it is.
It's Sir Rod and Lady Z. And we was here celebrating 95 years of life and the graduation. And we thank everybody that tuned in. God bless. We got Lady Z over there working for it like always, like she do. I'm just so thankful again to be in this presence of positive people.
Thank you.
Y'all gonna be able to watch this. Get some of your